Today is the 26th of September 2025. We've just had our youth intake arriving today, and I'm actually going to reveal it live right now because I've not seen it myself. I don't know how good these players are, but I'm going to show you the players and I'm going to rate them myself. So let's announce these new intake of players. And apparently we have a very, very good intake. A golden generation. It's a strong list of youth candidates. Now, we're going to see how good these racings are. 4 elite prospects, apparently. 2 of them called top prospects. So, this will be interesting to see what we actually get here. Because this is the first I've really done it for this particular situation. And, looking at this, we got 4 players in elite and 1 in the top that have 4.5 star potential ability off the bat. So that's good. Actually, we got another one. We got 6 players with 4.5 star potential ability right away. We've got no poor prospects at all. We've only got 1 decent player, so I could probably sign all of these players and be done with it. So the first player is Fanny Woolmark. She looks like she has great potential, good with both feet. As attacking midfielder, I don't really use those, but I do use a centre midfielder and a left winger. And looking at this, I think we have something to work with here. We really do. Free kick taking of 12 as well. Good physical ability for this level. And channel midfielder looks quite good for the role. I have every reason to be excited about this. Even if the midfield playmaker is not exactly what we're looking for with a 4 tackling. But everything else, I like the look of. I don't know much more about this. Do we here we go. Let's look at this. So, split of personality, consistent performer. I can't complain. She's a bit selfish, apparently, which is not ideal, to say the least. Work rate of 5, work rate of 6, and teamwork of 8 probably doesn't help with that, but it's not terrible either. I'm not complaining. Frida Eckersberg is the top of this list. So, she's actually a 2-star current ability player already, and she's a striker. A deep line forward. Okay. Not as fast as I'd like for a player of that ability who can run with the ball often or runs with the ball often, but can play attack midfielder and centre midfielder as well. So we've got a good number of players who can do good things. Off the ball's good, teamwork is good, technique is good, finishing and first touch is great, aggressive, she's got good determination, and her personality, and she's another consistent performer. Is a balanced personality. I thought it would be better than that, but she's good in the air, thankfully, so there is that. And, yeah, I don't think I can complain. Good jumping reach, good heading, could be a good player for set pieces as well, generally, so that's nice. So, Claudia Papione Pogart. Determination 20, she is determined. Okay, that much we could say. She's she's a right winger who could play on the left, can play in the centre midfield as well. But she's a winger first and foremost with 6 crossing. 6 crossing. Okay, inside winger. 14 passing, 12 technique, 12 flair, 13 off the ball. Not great revision, not the best work rate, but she's got pace. And she gets forward whenever possible. She's definitely someone who cuts inside on her left foot. I like that. She's got something to work with. We really do have something to work with Chadia. A goalkeeper, Francisca Gianfico. Okay, not the best ever reach, but eccentricity of 15, handling of 14, reflexes of 14. She rushes out. She doesn't rush out, but she punches the ball a lot, so that's not ideal. Good determination, good decision making. Agility is good, fitness is good, kicking is good, and she's 5'7". I have no idea how tall that is, but is she consistent? I don't see consistency, but I don't see inconsistency either, so there's that. And she would be our 4th best goalkeeper, so that's good. Oh my god, we actually have a rating as well. Recommendation of C+. This is good. I actually like the recommendations of this, so C+ for that. Okay. So now, let's go back to the other players. What am I getting recommendation-wise for this? B- for Fanny Woolmark. Okay. That's promising. The fact that my assistant managers give me ratings, by the way, recommendations, that's decent enough to say the least. Frida, what am I going to get recommendation-wise for you? A B. They really like Frida. Okay. I mean, we've got a lot of strikers, to be fair, so I could probably get rid of 1 or 2. and bring her in the first thing, but a B. Well, I don't even need to give it ratings. My backwards stuff's doing it for me, apparently. I don't think I checked some of the stuff here. Okay, so Chad is not consistent. That's not ideal, but she's a B minus, so if my background staff are going to be recommendations for these players, that's good to know. I didn't know I can get those recommendations. Okay, so there's a few players down here. Vestment, another goalkeeper. Not as good as our last goalkeeper. Light-hearted, but not good every reach. I'm not so keen on her, if I'm honest with you, just for that alone. Inconsistency. C minus. Okay, I can see why she's got a C minus for this one. Dominika Bus. Okay. Crossing a 4 when you're a winger. You're definitely cutting inside. You're definitely cutting inside. Oh, dear. Good physicals, though, for her age. And what am I going to get for this? A C minus. She can play a number of positions. Fairly loyal. Physical strength's a bit weak, but there you go. Okay. Okay. That is not great, to say the least. But technique, flair, teamwork, I can't complain about that stuff, really. Okay, so Ellen Strandal, defensive midfielder, deep line playmaker. Okay, I actually like what I see with this. For the deep line playmaker, she's got good attributes. Stamina's not great. She's very weak, which is not great, but I don't particularly think I need to worry about that so much. She's good with both feet, and she's fairly professional, so really good to see. Does she have consistency issues? No, she does not. She's good in the air, despite having not a lot of strength. How does that work? 14 heading, 11 jumping. So you can get bullied off the ball, but you're good in the air. All right, fair enough. You're just my free kick taker then. Naomi Purvis, unambitious, so not great. But you're a left back who isn't great at tackling or marking. So you're attacking fullback. Got it. I'm not so sure. I'm really not so sure. D rating, yeah. I can see why she's a D rating for that one. That's not a great look, really. Manastrell, that's it. Centre back. Actually, not bad. I like the look of this centre back. Attribute wise, tackling, not great, but the marking and heading, I like that. Decision making good, determination really high, good teamwork, good positioning, strength, jumping reach. Yeah, I think she's going to be a good centre back. Just need to be a bit more aggressive, be better with anticipation, composure, and concentration. But other than that, and her pace, I am not complaining at all. She's got great means. She's a bit inconsistent. That's the issue, though. So, yeah, she's a C+. She's a C for me, though. Good play otherwise. And she can play in multiple positions, so it could be a left back. I'm not sure about the left back thing myself personally, but that's just me. But she's definitely a centre back. 5'10", that's good. That's good height. Wallin is a centre midfielder who's got low determination. Hate that. Really hate that. Need to really fix that eventually if we are to sign you. But good passing, good technique, good first touch. She's definitely a playmaker. If she... Yeah, definitely a playmaker. Can't drop. She's one of those players that you just give her the ball and let her make a pass. Because the decision-making, first touch, passing, technique, stamina good too. Don't expect her to do anything with the ball, though. Outside of that, she needs to be one of those players that is good at passing and nothing else. So she's a player that would be a playmaker that does nothing more than that. Not an advanced playmaker, not attacking playmaker. She just is there to playmake, and that's it. The backward stuff, give her a D. Yeah, not great potential, is it? And that's not ideal. But Emma Wicklander, centre back. Honestly, despite the low determination, I actually like this player. This may sound crazy. Not great pace-wise, but aggressive, heading, marking, tackling, strength, positioning, jumping reach. I like that about her. She's not got much else going for her, mind you, but she's one of those players that if we need someone who is good at timing, I think that's what she's good at. She just needs to be a bit more determined and better consistency, and she'll be good. But if we need someone who can time things perfectly, then that's great. It does tell you, here we go. This attribute reflects the ability of the player to read a defensive situation and position themselves accordingly. That's what she's good at. She's got nothing else going for her, but she can get in the right positions, and she's good at tackling. She's definitely able to get her jumping ability is able to get her there. She just needs to be determined enough to do it, and that's the issue with her. So I think we've got an opportunity to grow a player of this quality and using set pieces as well as a weapon. Other than that, we just need to do well with her and make sure she's better. Sophie Hagen, winger. She's a winger. 100% a winger. 10 pace, 14 acceleration, great natural fitness. Flair, passing's good, crossing's good. Can't dribble to save her life. We just need her to use her crossing ability. You just do a through ball, she gets up the ring, and she's able to cross in straight off the bat. She can't really dribble, so don't expect her to do that, but using her first touch, not really great first touch, but still we use the first touch. And she's able to use her teamwork and work rate to get into positions which aren't great, but she's able to get into good situations where she could just get there and do really well. That's what I'm looking for, this player. What do the background staff think of her? A D, yeah, I can see why. She wouldn't get much better than some of the players we currently have right now, but honestly, she's got great potential if she works on herself. Good determination though, but a bit temperamental. Okay, that's all I'm going to really do for looking at the players. There are a few players I'm excited about, some better than others for obvious reasons, but there are good things to talk about in this youth intake, and I can't complain to say the least, so there you go. Now we are here, and I'm going to show you my custom view for youth candidates. Here we go. I'm gonna... Ooh, here we go. Let's go by potential. So Warmark is the best player in that regards. We've got such long names that we can literally just say, there we go. Oh boy. Alright. I'm also going to get rid of that column because we don't need expires. We don't care about the expiry stuff. We are good. I like the look of this intake. Not great, but it's not terrible either. Suddenly the Burundi nationality makes a lot of sense for Chadia. But now that we've talked about our youth candidates, let's go with the games we've had since we last met. And after the game, we took the title lead for the first time this season. The next game, we actually drew 0-0, despite the fact we were so much better than our opponents, Gamla Usala, and it was a very disappointing game as far as we're concerned. They had just one shot in the game, we had 31. But as you could tell, our shots were not very good. They were off target a lot, so disappointed to say the least. But then we won the next game 5-1 against Umeå, and I couldn't believe why we were so good. 2 goals in the first 8 minutes, and I immediately thought to myself, where was his finishing in the last match? We had just 11 shots on target this time compared to the 6 before, so it was almost double. And we scored 5 times, so clearly something was up. Anyway, a victory nonetheless. They did get a goal later on, but we'd already dominated the game at that point anyway, so it didn't make a difference. But then we went to Suriname and we beat them by a goal to 0. This time it was much closer, even though we had a lot of chances again. So clearly finishing is not our strong point, but we are getting the job done because we are getting a lot of chances. Goldman with the only goal of the game, and I'm not exactly complaining. Apart from the fact we should get more goals, but that's just me being honest with you at this point. And then we won the next game by a goal to 0 as well. Branson this time with a goal against Bostanas, and I'm just saying here now, don't like the fact we're only winning 1-0. I like to have more comfortable leads, if I'm honest with you, especially when we're supposed to be the team in the ascendancy and doing a lot of things. That being said, Branston, who got the goal, had an XG of 0.4 for the goal, so clearly wasn't the best chances either. But okay, whatever. Then we took on BK Hacken's B team and beat them 5-1, so clearly revenge for what happened in the first game where we lost against them by 2-1. The players did not forget. Nicole Robinson, with her 2 goals, had an XG of 1.4 in this game, so clearly she took exception as well. She was quite good in this game, but wasn't even the best player. That was Cassandra Larson, so clearly one of her best performances. Then we did a shock in the Swedish Cup and beat Your Gardens by 2-1. We dominated this game, and quite frankly, it was one of those games where I truly felt like we deserved to win regardless of what happened. And it was nice to have the scoreline, to say the least. So we're in the group stage of the Spencer Cupen, and it's good to see that we are there. So hopefully we could do more of that in the future, yeah? And then we had this last match and lost 2-0. It was actually our first defeat in 14 league games. So disappointing we couldn't keep ourselves unbeaten for the rest of the year, because I like to keep that kind of records, honestly. And also now means we have more defeats than draws. And I hate that kind of stat. I really hate those records. I'd like to have more draws than defeats and more wins than draws. That's how I like my leagues. That's how I like my positions in the table. And now we've ruined it because of this defeat. Even if I probably should have rotated for this game, but that's neither here nor there, really. But in the league, we're 9 points clear of Phillipsburg, of all teams. Yeah, they're now second. They've drawn so many times, but lost so little. They're now actually second place. We got the best attack and the best defense in the league now, so clearly that 2-0 defeat was a mishap and just a one-off as far as I'm concerned defensively, so that's good. Attacking-wise, we're really good as well. I want to break the record. I want to have the most goals for and the best defense. I want to have the best attack and the best defense in the league. By the end of the season, that's a dream now. I want to make sure that happens. And in the Swedish Cup, I know this doesn't take place until later, like literally next season, but we've got Elfsborg, Linköping, and Enskede. They're not even a top flight team, they're literally a third tier team. So we have an opportunity to shock a lot of people, because we only got one team in the top flight, who may not even be in the top flight by the end of the season, because they're in the relegation zone right now. So legitimately, the team that is a top flight team in our group could be going down to the second tier anyway, and Elfsborg are also in our division. So we've got 2 second tier teams in our group. So quite frankly, there's an opportunity as far as I'm concerned to win this group and get to the semi-final of this competition. I did not realize that was a possibility. That is exciting suddenly. Also, I need to figure out, if we win this competition, do we get in the European football? Doesn't look like it. We just get money. Huh. Oh, okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I was just being hopeful. It's literally just league performances that get us in Europe, isn't it? Also, I'm actually gonna play this next game because we got 16 to go after this. The match is happening. I felt it was a good time to come back for it, and my god, Jetix are actually now out of the promotion battle together. The team we just lost to actually in third. So suddenly that doesn't look like a bad defeat anymore. It's not great, but we have a chance to go back to 9 points clear at the top of the table if we win the next game, which is something we should be doing regardless as far as I'm concerned. That being said, we are going to take on Eskilstuna today, and I think we should be beating this team. They are down in the relegation fight themselves, so quite frankly, that can come back to bite me massively. And we have to make one force change. Trumix is going to start because Solane has been suspended. It's not ideal. She got 3 yellow cards and it's now suspended for the first time this season. It's actually the first suspension we've had all year, which is amazing when you think about it, because it's taken so long to happen. But here we are, about to take on our opponents for the first time since our youth intakes arrived. Can we win? And can we be one step closer towards promotion and be 9 points clear with 6 games to go? Being so good in the league has its benefits, doesn't it? We could just be so far ahead of everyone else. Eskilstuna United are not actually having a good season. They're playing back 3 formation. We seem to do well against that this year, but this team's lost 12 times this year. They've only got 5 wins all season. I don't want to be the 6th victim for them, but winning today, we're 9 points clear again with 6 games to go. It should be in our hands, and if we somehow manage to blow that away and lose the title from here, I will be frustrated because I know we can win the title from here. I really do. And hopefully, that's not going to come back to bite me, what I just said, but stupider things have happened, I suppose. They got a corner inside the first 5 minutes. I remember my first game, we considered a corner very quickly, and we do get rid of it this time. I also remember we had like 3 players out with ACL injuries or something ridiculous to start things off, as we do concede early on. Am I about to lose 2 games in a row for the first time this season? I don't want to be the case, especially against a team we should be beating. I mean, in all honesty, this is a great finish, but what are we doing? We should at least be closing it down better. We do get a highlight immediately from kickoff, though, so who knows what's going to happen from here, as we're going to play it across. That's actually not a bad ball. Larson has a chance. Okay, that's great. Wonderful response. Wonderful response. Oh, we needed that. First goal since I loaded up the game today. The last game I had was literally the last game I showed you guys. I have left it I left it on Djurgården's victory because I knew that the youth ticket would be arriving. And yeah, we've been behind twice since I turned the game on today. That's wonderful. I really am starting to hate the fact we're getting highlights deep in my own half, which I don't want to be able to say we are going to struggle. But if we are intercepting balls like that, I don't mind it so much. Here's Robertson, who's actually joint top goal scorer of 2 other players in this team right now with 9 goals in all competitions. And she's still going. That is an outstanding goal. Wow. Okay. That's her 10th of the season. What a way to get your 10th goal, by the way. That is an outstanding... How is she... What? I've got a question here. How is she allowed to continue running, and why is there no tackles being made there? I don't understand, but I'm not complaining. We're 2-1 up, inside 12 minutes. And now the highlight deep in their half. This is going to be one of those games. I mean, is this going to be one of those games where we score like 5 or so goals? I don't know, but I just realized. Do we not have the... do we only have the joint top goal, best defense now? I know we've got the best attack still, but even so. And that's the par. Almost winning again anyway. Okay. Suddenly, I'm more distracted with the fact that I may not have the best defense in the league anymore. I don't know why that's just come to my mind as a thing I should be concerned about. And they've had a lot of chances, by the way. A chance here. And we are on the ball consistently, at least. So you see my wingers are cutting inside, getting deeper in. So for all their back three, I think I know what my why they back three teams struggle against my teams. Because we're literally nullifying their 3 centre-backs with our striker and 2 wingers, as we showcase again. Also, there's that. That's her 10th league goal this season. So, it's one of those things. We're getting on the loose balls and the rebounds, effectively. But if you look at the fact, our wingers and our striker get deep inside. Yes, that's terrible defending, really. And it's deflected again to get in regardless. But the 3 centre-backs don't know who to pick up at that point because the wingers are cutting inside and the fullbacks are allowed to do their thing. And they're acting like wing-backs. So, it's an opportunity for the players to just take advantage of the situation. It's probably why my Rangers team, my beta save, scored 174 goals in 67 matches. We're not that prolific in this team, but we have now got 48 goals in 23 matches. So, it's getting good. But we're not as prolific as the Rangers game. Actually, goals per game. Will we go close to that? No, not yet. But you get my point. The fullbacks, the centre-backs, we're overloading the situation with the centre-backs. If it's a 2 centre-back situation, then they got 3 players to mark. It does mean we're prone to get hit in a counter for long ball over the top, mind you. But it's one of those things where we could just take advantage of the situation and go from there. I knew what my team was going to look like when I made the tactic. And that is why the fullbacks are so useful. That is wonderful. That's her 2nd of the season. And Miettinen has just done that. So, before I was moaning about defensively not picking up this up, because we could just spread the play out wide, our left back can do that on her right foot with all the time in the world. She's also right-footed, so it pretty helps, but even so. And if you're going to look at this situation now, so we've got 2 centre-backs and 2 fullbacks, right? You got one of the defensive midfielders coming deep inside to help out with the possession. Here's Goldman. So my 2 midfielders. You see why we are stretching the play as much as we are. You can see there are 3 centre-backs at work trying to stop things from happening as... What a goal. Sorry. How on earth has that gone in? That might be... That is stupid. That is stupidly good. It's floated in. I can't even explain what's going to happen here because of how ridiculous this is. She's just gone for goal. It's deflected off the defender and the keeper's wrong-footed. You shouldn't be wrong-footed, but it's still gone anyway. So we have taken offence to them scoring early on apparently, and we found our shooting boots. I would love to know where this shooting prowess was in the last match. Because like the 0-0 game where we drew, the fact we lost 2-0 last time out is annoying to me. And Larson, who's suspended for the next match now, had a chance. So we're getting really good chances again. It's great. It's really, really good. Half-time, 5-1. I could say I'd like more of this, please. They've gone more cautious. Well, they probably needed to do that a lot earlier. Another highlight. They do get the ball back now, but There is a way to nullify our attack. And I'm not going to say what it is right now because I don't feel the need to, but there's definitely a way to nullify. I mean, I've already told you that one of the counters is literally just long balls at the top. But again, this is also a way to do it. Wojcik's just done that. It's wide, but that's a way to get through the attack as well. Just good passes. Ah, that's not good. Nigram's hurt. I don't know why she's hurt. That means Westman's going to come on. That's a really good pass to Larson. And this could be dangerous. Larson could cut inside. Does so. Dear, oh dear. Highlight for them. Well, it starts the net for them anyway. As Wojcik gets the ball, but we get the ball back. I really hope that injury is not serious, like an ACL injury, because we do need Nigram. As Branson could play the ball through for Robertson, who can get a hat-trick for this. She's almost done it. She's just been up by the bar. All right. Still a chance to continue. I think we can pick up the pieces. I don't know yet, but that's good. That's really good from us. I really like the through ball passes every now and again we go for as well. It's nice to have the option. If you see the space here, right? She's a player to go through, but it wasn't done. She lost the ball anyway. But you can see what I'm looking at, and you can see what I see. And unfortunately, now they've got all this space to run into that we can see. But then also players coming in the box as well. There's a player there to the area she can try and find. Or go for goal herself. She does anyway. Yeah, this is what I mean. It's not ideal that I can see that coming. But that's 5-2. It's not great. So an opportunity to try and get 6. I think our defense is no longer the best. We conceded 4 goals in the last 2 games. That's not great defending, really. It wasn't even something we did ourselves. But Larson can... There's a through ball here to be made, if possible. But she's got to go inside herself. Getting away with her own teammate. I'm not sure what to make of the 2 players getting away of each other like that, really. Another highlight for us, and it's Hogan now who's on for the first time, I think, in the league game. I don't think I actually used in the league so far this year, but there you go. But she's lost the ball now. Probably explain why I've not really used it that much. Ball long forward, and Wojcik's going to be an issue. So the 2 striking up front for now is going to be an issue because they can just play the ball in the middle or cut inside, or have to force that corner out of us. But we still win by 5-2 and go 9 points clear. I think we can safely say we should be fine now. 13 points clear of 4th place. I want to see. We've no longer got the best defense anymore. That's annoying. I want the best defense and the best attack. But that being said, I'm actually going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel really does help me a lot. I think I'll be back for the first opportunity to win not only promotion, but also the title. So... I don't know when that will be, but I hope it will be very, very soon. So anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.